What's going on, world? You're tuned into the Down Money Show. When you're talking real estate, you're talking money down, you're talking down money. And I'm your host, who always does the most for the city of Philadelphia, Ransford Renaldo Quarry. Today, I have with me two of Philadelphia's top real estate professionals, Destiny Carter and Deidre Quinn. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me.
Yes, we're excited to be here.
For sure. So we're in one of your listings. Deidre, this is your listing.
That's correct.
And where is this located?
It's 124 Pemberton, and it's located in Queen Village in Philadelphia.
Nice. Prime real estate.
For sure.
Absolutely.
And how'd you come across this listing?
Most of my business is repeat clients and referrals, and this client was referred to me from a previous client, and I've known her for quite some time from the neighborhood.
Nice.
Very
Cool. And Destiny, how do you know Deidre?
We're at the same brokerage, eXp Realty, so I reached out to her, and now we're pretty good friends.
Cool. I mean, I guess that's how everything these days work, right?
Absolutely.
Get to know somebody.
Absolutely.
So both you guys are Lux Realtors. That's like a fancy term. Like, what does that mean exactly?
Well, for me, I like to say that there's luxury at every price point, just because Philadelphia is always recreating itself. You'll see a lot of new construction, but also just a lot of re-renovation. So even if it's an older home on the outside, but it's a 2023 rehab, I'd consider that luxury.
Nice. And how did you guys get into real estate or luxury real estate?
Want to take this?
Yeah, sure. It was over 20 years ago, and I loved everything about the business. I love homes. I still love being in homes. I love being part of people's journey and a positive part of their life, and helping them find that perfect home and, selling their home so that they can get to the next phase of their life. There's nothing more rewarding than seeing the joy in someone's face at the end of a transaction.
Wow, 20 years. So you've seen some different markets.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you say about today's market, like this year's market, compared to previous years?
So 2023 was a harder market. I mean, I went through the housing crisis of 2008. And, the market has ebbs and flows and goes up and down, and you have to just change your what you do accordingly. So 2023 was a tough year. We started out really strong. Interest rates were lower. Our clients were competing. In 2022 and the beginning of 2023, we had an interest rate increase. The fall market certainly slowed, and the predictions right now are really strong for 2024. So we're looking forward to a great 2024.
That's what we're hearing. It's going to be hot, red hot is what they say.
We're already seeing signs of it. So exciting.
Cool. And Destiny, how did you get into real estate, and what has your experience been?
So I'm actually a much newer real estate agent compared to Deidre. I've been in for about 3 years. I joined in the pandemic. So I haven't been through many crises, but I would consider that to be one.
Yeah, well, that's birth by fire.
Yes.
Like you came in at a very hard time.
Yes, so I'm looking forward to seeing a change in the market for the better.
Cool. And you have gone viral.
I have, yes.
Talk to us about that.
Well, on Instagram, I make these drone tours. If you'd like to check them out, it's Destiny Cherie Realty. And there was a few of them that just kind of blew up. Like I said, I like to show luxury homes. I carry my little dog. I dress up nice. So I kind of just play the part of a luxury realtor, and they love it. So they send it around. They create memes. It's a whole thing.
And what kind of dog do you have?
He's a Shorkie Shih Tzu.
Shorkie
and
Shih
a
Tzu.
Yorkie mix. Yeah, his name's Malcolm.
How much does Malcolm weigh?
He's about no more than 10 pounds. Little lap dog.
Okay, so it's still a little arm workout when you're walking around listings.
Oh, for sure. And my heels, too. Like, it's definitely a workout.
Heels and dogs. We love it in luxury real estate.
But it's entertaining, so that's what brings the, I guess, aesthetic to the posts.
That's what social media is about, right? Entertainment.
Right. Catching their eye.
So this property is in historic Philadelphia. Talk to me a little bit about the neighborhood and what a buyer could expect buying this property.
Sure. So This is a lovely residential neighborhood. The street is, one of my favorite streets here in the Queen Village neighborhood. It's a residential street. It's tree lined. You are in the heart of what Queen Village has to offer. You have a lot of conveniences as far as restaurants, and you're close to Center City. That's easily accessible, as well as being able to access the highways. There's a lot of green space. There are a couple of parks. One of my favorite is Shot Tower Park. And
why is that your favorite?
It's a bit nostalgic. My children grew up playing there, so
Wow.
I have a lot of fond memories. However, it has something for everyone. There's a ball field. There's the historic Shot Tower itself, where ammunition was actually made at one point. Wow. It has a playground. It has a rec center. And it's just a really happy place to be.
Cool. So you said your children play there. So you're a Philadelphia native.
I've been in Philadelphia for all of my adult life.
And what do you think about the beautiful city?
I love Philadelphia. The second I stepped foot in Philadelphia, it was home.
Oh, that's good to hear. Because a little bit earlier, you were changing your tune with the New York stuff.
Well, I'm originally from a small town in New York. That's where I grew up. And I've been in Philadelphia since the early 90s.
I think Philadelphia will take you. We accept you.
I've been taken away by Philadelphia.
She said as soon as she stepped one foot, she wasn't going back.
That's right.
That's good. So this coming spring market, as we said, it's going to be red hot. Interest rates are changing, seems like every day. What do you think buyers could expect with interest rates potentially dropping in the future?
There's definitely going to be some competition. I think there's going to be more buyers in the market. So that's why we always say don't wait. If there's something you like, you definitely want to put an offer in because it might not be there next week.
That's very true. And what advice would you give to a buyer besides don't wait and put an offer in if they're out there shopping right now?
So my advice is you're always better to be to be owning and build your equity as opposed to renting and paying someone else's mortgage for any length of time. So if you plan to be in your home for a few years, I say buy. And when I look at it historically, I can take a property right here in Queen Village that in 2004, when I saw that property back when I was first starting in the business, it was sold for $292,500.
Wow.
And then in 2014, that same house sold for $525,000. Yes. Move forward to 2019, I listed that home and it sold for $630,000, and it just sold again in 2022 for $650,000. So look at the equity that you build during that time, and historically, real estate goes up, and you gain that appreciation, and you're building your own equity instead of paying someone else's mortgage.
It's great for the home buyers here because there's also a lot of investors who are just putting a lot of effort into the city. That's also helping with the appreciation in these homes.
Very true, very true. So just a little research on my end, Philadelphia being historic, I've heard a lot of the real estate changes hands behind doors, being passed down generations. So that really holds the bottom line of the price. But on the other side, the investment side, I've heard the Philadelphia 20-35 plan or something like that, where they're trying to bring in new initiatives, bring back the true glory of Philadelphia. So I think we could see a lot more property increase in the future.
I agree.
So, Destiny, back to you. Going viral is like something every realtor dreams of. The eyes, the publicity. How'd you do it? And were you prepared?
I wasn't prepared, but I just did it by, I think, being consistent. They knew like a quality video was going to come out on time. Of course, I'm picking beautiful listings. They're beautifully staged. Like I said, I'm coming in and I'm playing the part of the luxury realtor with the dog, and the way it was being filmed, it wasn't just like, an iPhone camera. We're coming in with a drone. The operator was amazing. He really knew his flying techniques and editing skills. Once he gave the video back to me, I'd put like a feel-good soundtrack on it, maybe something that you haven't heard from a while ago, but that's your jam, so you're going to play it through. So there's a lot of different aspects. I mean, of course, hashtags, tagging the location. You have to really use what Instagram gives you for them to boost your video. They like when you use what they give you.
Great advice. Great advice. Now, Deidre, for you, I mean, you're not too much into the social media scene, but you have the experience. So for realtors out there that are just starting out, what would you say to them to kind of push their careers forward? What kind of advice would you give?
Sure. So real estate is really about relationships, and it's really about building those relationships and doing the right thing for your client. And if you do the right thing for your client and make it about them, you're always going to be doing the right thing, and that's going to bring you more clients and more business. And of course, you know, we market on social media and we play that role and get it out there to as many viewers as we possibly can.
One of the reasons why I prioritize social media was because that's the way that realtors get natural leads. Being a newer agent, sometimes we're introduced to lead sources, and those you have to pay a big split. So after some like trial and error with those, I just kind of took a leap with social media, and it worked for me. So I definitely would advise newer agents to just put yourself out there on social media, because when you get those clients, you'll get to keep more of your money.
Cool. All right, folks, that's all we got for you guys today. You're tuned into the Down Money Show. When you're talking real estate, you're talking money down, you're talking down money. That's a wrap.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. Anytime.